your truth, and good will come to you. Home, sweet home.
Happy Monday, back in Michigan and about to teach my last authority on autopilot call. Let's do it. I'm actually a minute late, so we must get to it right now.
Recording in progress.
Hello everyone. Happy Monday. We've got Bianca's here, Christina's here, Kim's here, Devin, Elaine. Good to see you all. Alrighty, just got done teaching class and I'm struggling to adjust back to the weather, the grayness. I'm like, how do I vlog? It's completely gray and dark. I'm also learning about the adjustment of, I'm not even going to show you actually in my kitchen because let's just say there are some things that I definitely should have thrown away before I left. And also I have like no food. I had butternut squash pear soup for breakfast, which was interesting. My stomach is growling. Like soup does not make me full unless it is like a hearty like bean soup. So I got to figure out what I'm doing for lunch now that I taught class. Class went really well. But yeah, I'm like in between, do I go out and do something fun, like go to one of my favorite restaurants here and treat myself to lunch, or do I just go to the store and be boring? And I think the answer is go to the store and be boring because I'm also feeling very like planny. Like I just want to write down with my little Sharpie on my notebook and get cozy on my little couch and just plan out January. So let's go to the grocery store and see if my car still turns on because it's been a few weeks since I've turned it on. I changed my mind. I am so hungry. I can't think. We're going to lunch. What a day. And it's only just begun, actually. It is 11:05 a.m. Gosh, this lighting is terrible in here. I would try to make it better, but I am in a rush. So I am off to hang out with my friend Ryan, podcast co-host as well. Now I can say, let's see. And I have 15 minutes to get ready. And we are on a bit of a time crunch because both of us have meetings and things to do. But I just asked him since I was in town if he wanted to come with me to a record store that's kind of closer to where he lives and maybe grab some lunch. So let's get ready for that. So yeah, I am busy because I just got my video up for the day, my vlog. And it's just like, videos take so long, honestly. I mean, I'm like, okay, cool, the video's edited. Like, I had it 90% edited last night. I stayed up late doing it till like 1 a.m. And I was like, cool, all I gotta do in the morning is just watch it once, timestamp it, make the thumbnail. That took forever. It's like mind-blowing, I don't know. Vlogs always take me a long time too, because I just have a lot of fun editing them and I don't know, try to make them cute and stuff. Small, just black coffee. Yep, that's it. Thank you. This car is just not meant for vlogging inside of it. It's like dark and creepy. What is this? The steering wheel is way too high. I'm so tired. I have never been the type of person to just sit in my car, but I have just been sitting in my car for like 10 minutes. I was just listening to music. You ever find a song that you kind of forgot existed? I'm transferring from Tidal back over to Spotify, and so I've been going through like my old playlists, and this song by the Early November came up. It's called Something That Produces Results, and I'm like, holy crap, like that was one of my favorite songs, and I still love it. Like I was just listening to it and like, wow, it's such a vibe. And also I'm sorry to keep saying it, but my energy is just so freaking low. I got another coffee. I can't even open the door right now. That's how tired I feel. Oh, well, I got to. I guess I have to because my garage just turned off. That's how long I've been sitting out here. All right, well, let's go inside. Alrighty, I'm back. That was such a fun hang. So I got a couple gifts. I got a record for my niece, who is just kind of really getting into music. She's very good at piano, and she has a record player, which I just think is adorable. She's like 13, 12? 12. And then I got a cassette for a friend of mine. I didn't even realize that like cassettes were still a thing, but people are releasing new music on cassettes. So I got one of his favorite bands. But anyway, now it's time to work. I'm so not motivated, as I keep saying. I don't know what my problem is. I do think I know my problem. I think it's like gloomy, and I haven't had time to adjust, but I am gonna just do some admin stuff today. I'm gonna get some planning done. Tomorrow is going to be a big filming day for me, assuming I wake up and feel good and look good and I'm in the mood to film. But I have a meeting with Ryan, a virtual meeting to film for Content Creator Confessions, our new podcast. Be sure to check it out and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, YouTube if you haven't yet. It's so much fun. We kind of have like different roles delegated, and one of my roles is to do the outlines for the episodes. He does kind of the SEO side of things. I do the outlines, and then we flip-flop between who's editing. And that seems to be working out so far pretty well, to where it doesn't feel like anyone's getting like resentful and mad that they're doing more work. So I'm going to do outlines for tomorrow's. I think we're going to try to batch 2 episodes. And then I also want to film some stuff for me if I can. Yeah, I'm just going to do some outlining, and I think I'm going to put on a record while I do that and have a chill rest of my day. It's been a good day. I like to start by outlining on paper first, and then I put it into my scheduling tool. I just find that, you know, not having my computer open and all of that, like, just lets me really be creative and just lets the idea flow. But honestly, what's going to let the idea flow even more is putting on comfy pants, because jeans and a belt, this is not it. So we're gonna do that first. Oh my gosh, guys. I just realized, first of all, my camera was very crooked. But I also just realized that I have not opened my advent calendar at all because I've been in Florida and my advent calendar was here. Let's see what we got in here. 2, 6, what's the date today? It's definitely past the 10th. No, this is a nail killer. Croissant, oh gosh. So some ones that off the bat are looking very interesting to me are the peanut and roasted sesame. Okay, gotta try that one. Gotta try the almond croissant. Hazelnut, I do like. Anyway, it's gonna be another busy day. Actually, yesterday was not even a busy day. It was a weird day, but I got this shirt yesterday from Not Sorry Goods in Ferndale, Fernbusy. Fun fact, way back, I think these were like pandemic days or maybe even pre-pandemic days, I did a social media strategy for them. They're a really awesome business. You guys should check them out. And I just love this shirt. I think it's cute. Cheers. I am getting ready for a filming day. A long filming day and drinking out of my favorite Conor Oberst mug. So first up, what's on the agenda? Content Creator Confessions. I'm meeting with Ryan in 52 minutes to film our podcast. We've just been recording it virtually over Riverside, and we did the first 2 episodes in person, obviously, as you saw, hopefully, if you haven't yet. It's been really fun like platform to just kind of talk. It's a lot less pressure than Freelance Friday, to be honest. But anyway, so I'm doing that, and then I'm hoping to batch out a few pieces of my own content. I'm not exactly sure what I'm filming yet. I really had a tough day yesterday, to be honest, of like overthinking. I thought I had a great plan together, and then I realized I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to figure that out, but one step at a time, baby, one step at a time. First things first, I got to get ready for Content Creator Confessions. And speaking of my Conor Oberst mug, I last night, as I was falling asleep, was finishing up an interview he did. It's taken me a few days to finish it because it was pretty long, but he's really one of the only artists that I truly follow all of their work, see all of their shows, buy all of their records. And it was really interesting because I've been in this kind of slump, you could say. I just have been feeling truly like a loser. I talked about it in my last vlog. I've just like been really confused about life and what I want to do and what you guys want from me and how I'm supposed to be showing up and blah, 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 blah. And just massively overthinking. Like that's what yesterday was for me as well, is I thought I had a plan of what I wanted to launch next year, what I wanted to film, what I wanted to, do. And then I started being like, well, I don't know if, people are going to like this or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't even know if it matters. I should just quit. Like I'm washed up. Like my time has came and gone. Just all of this really negative self-talk. Back to Conor Oberst. The interviewer was like, oh, Upside Down Mountain, which is one of my favorite solo records of his. He's like, I am ashamed to admit it, but I didn't even know this record was a thing. I'd never even heard of it. And it's one of my favorite pieces of your work when I went back to listen to it for this interview. And Conor was talking about how he feels like a lot of his music is like that, where even he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something about like even the super fans, like they don't really like a lot of our music when it first comes out. And then they're like, oh, wow, like we really slept on it, essentially. As an artist or creative, I totally heard him and understood where he was coming from, because it often does feel like that. Like it often feels like you're not successful even if you are, you know what I mean? Like it often feels like, I don't know, like creation can be a really lonely place, especially if you're doing something that maybe is a little bit ahead of the curve and people don't fully get yet and they need time to catch up to it. And it was just really interesting to me and inspiring in a way, because it just made me feel like, well, Latasha, you have to keep going, like people will find your stuff. People will catch up to it. Like that is the foresight that I didn't know that I had when I created a YouTube channel. Like nobody was watching. I wasn't doing it for validation. I was doing it because I needed to create it. I needed to get it out. And I did. And eventually people caught up to it and they found it and it became successful. Like I can't have these unreasonable expectations for content now just because I do have an audience now. Like I still sometimes have to build in silence or build without applause, and eventually it will catch up, if that makes sense.
Tuning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do.
Finally settling down for lunch at 3:05 p.m. Breakfast, lunch, whatever. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm sorry to admit. This Latasha apple is going to be the best Latasha apple ever. But I got a lot done today. I recorded 2 shorts, which I'll tell you about my strategy for that after I eat. I recorded 2 podcasts with Ryan and 1 podcast of my own. So I'm going to have to film on Friday if I really want to batch and get ahead of things again. But I'm good for today. I'm good for this week. And I'm good for my 2025 plan, which again, I'll tell you more about after I eat. I mean, what's going on here? So I think I told you guys in the last episode, the last vlog, that I was just feeling like a little confused about everything, about my offers. I want to bring back a membership just because I really miss that interaction, and I think it was really helpful for people. I don't want it to be called the Freelance Friday Club anymore, because I'm keeping Freelance Friday the podcast. We're just too far gone with that, and that's easy enough for me to like schedule episodes on Fridays. But with the club, it made me feel like I had to do meetings on Fridays. And I actually, when I'm thinking about how I want to design my life, I actually want to take Fridays like off. I mean, I still do work, but I don't want to be on meetings on Fridays. And I just don't think it encapsulates really like what I so much want to teach or feel like I'm in the season to teach and or have a community about. I really want to work with content creators. Like that's the season that I'm at right now. And that includes not just like full-time YouTubers, but also social media managers who lean more into the creation side. You know, my background's in video. I've been shooting video since I was 15. And that's the stuff that I want to nerd out about and do editing co-working sessions and just all kinds of things. So anyway, I've been trying to think of a name for the new community. And it's like, I have been racking my brain over the past few days, and everyone always asks me this, like, how do you come up with names for things? And honestly, it's just, first, I recommend writing it down, writing it on paper, saying it out loud. I know I still do technically, like my courses are housed under the name Online Business Launch Lab, and it's just too bulky to say. Every time somebody says it out loud, even the acronym OBLL, people really struggle saying it. I struggle saying it. So say it out loud to yourself, write it down, see how it looks, type it out, see how it looks. I also have this thing. It's called the Thinker's Thesaurus, which is pretty fun. So like, let's look up club, because I'm over clubs. Like everybody has like blah, blah, blah club, freelance club, creation club, all these, and I don't want it. Nightclub or cabaret, what? Okay. Nightclub, okay, so not really much. What about like maybe group? Okay, that's what I want. And why is everybody blowing up my phone right now? I feel very loved, honestly, so thanks for that. Okay, group of people having a common quality interest. Let's see. There's galère, which is French. Gaggle. The freelance gaggle. Let's do that. It's not very helpful, actually. Gemeinschaft. German. The girls who do video Gegenschaft. This is not helpful at all. Throw this book in the trash. It's just giving me different languages. Coup de foudre. I don't know. My French is off. I used to be good at it. Okay. Anyway, so that book is not helpful. So GoDaddy. Not sponsored. Yeah, I just go in also and see what domains are available. It is very important. You guys can watch my interview with a trademark attorney if you would like to, but having a domain name does not mean you have the trademark. That's a whole other thing. But I start at GoDaddy, I do a preliminary Google, then I do a trademark search. And if those are all clear, then I buy the domain. And I think I've decided on one. I have $471 worth of domains in my cart as options. I don't want to tell you all the bad ones because I'm like, some of them are just embarrassing. One that I thought was a really good idea is creativebusiness.club, but somebody else already has Creative Business Club, and I couldn't tell if she had it trademarked or not. And honestly, even if she didn't have it trademarked, I wouldn't feel right about going in and swooping it because it looks like she has been running it for quite a while. And so I'm not going to do creativebusiness.club. She should buy creativebusiness.club though. I honestly sometimes want to message people and be like, this is a good domain. The one that I think I'm going to go with is, see, it looks boring when I see it written out. Video Creator Collective. VCC. Video Creator Collective. Anyway, if you're interested in joining the Video Creator Collective, I am going to create a landing page, like kind of a wait list type situation, because I got to get some things figured out. I am figuring all the things out, but I promise it's going to be fun. It's for anybody who wants to stay consistent with video. Any type of video, but ideally like YouTube. You know, we can share our videos in there. We can support each other. I will be adding some courses in there for free for members, and then you'll get discounts on other courses. I just think that's the season I'm in right now. Video Creator Collective. Let's do it. Link down below for the wait list. Let me know if there's anything you want in there as well. Let's do it. Good morning. I've got a busy day ahead of me. I am here at the eye specialist. So very exciting day. Hopefully it goes well, but this is my last treatment. I've done a series of 5 treatments, something like that for my gland dysfunction eye disease that I have. And last time I was here, it was about a month ago, a little less than a month ago. She said like things are looking so much better. So yeah, I've been doing IPL, which is like a intense pulse therapy, and eye drops, and you know, obviously just along with the lifestyle stuff that I've been doing, eating clean, whole foods, all the things. But anyway, so I'm doing this, hopefully my last treatment, hopefully all goes well. And then I've got so much going on. I've got to head home pretty much right away to make it home for a coaching call at noon. Then I've got Pilates at 2, and then I have therapy. So mostly a good day, like not really a ton of work, but I also want to get some work done because it's about to be Christmas, like next week. So we're gonna see what I can fit in. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth driving and stuff, but just wanted to say hi. Let's go do this thing. Helps you basically
Ain't it funny? Thought I was lacking. Then I realized all is within.
Hi, how are you?
Friend or
Good.
foe,
How are things going? I haven't, but I've heard so much about it.
it's your choice which way you go. What if happy can be built? Turning into all that's good. Lucky I learned
I poured myself the
what
hazelnut nespresso from the advent calendar. I know I like that one. I've had that one many times before. I tried the peanut sesame earlier today, and that was one of the weirdest flavors I've ever had. I can't say I like it, which I'm pretty easy to impress with coffee because I just drink black coffee normally. But yeah, that one was weird. So Pilates was good. I am going to go ahead and go to therapy now. I normally take therapy at my office, but I'm just feeling cozy. I don't even know if I'm gonna do work tonight. It's been a long day, so I'm taking therapy from right here, getting a little set up. I won't record it, that's too weird. I'll talk to you after. I've decided for once to choose myself. And yes, I am wearing this same onesie like 3 days in a row. I literally wear it for like 2 hours a day. I feel like it's fine. But I decided I was going to get up early tomorrow and film a bunch of videos, batch a bunch of videos before heading home to my hometown for a little Christmas celebration with my nephews, my niece, my sister, my mother. And honestly, I went to Pilates and my Pilates instructor was like, essentially, see you in the new year. And I was like, oh shoot, you're not gonna be here next week? And no, nobody's gonna be working next week or the week after for New Year's. And it's just a reminder to me. I love Pilates. I don't look at it as work, but at the same time, it is work, you know? It is mental work, physical work. It's hard. And I was like, wait a second, I'm gonna have like 2 weeks with nothing on the calendar, you know, no like work I need to do. Why am I forcing myself to pound out stuff and stress myself out? So I actually have videos in the queue that I can post. And I also think it's gonna go along a little bit with my strategy. First of all, I'm trying to see if this is good or not. I'm making my pasta, my classic pasta. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks like mold, huh? Just trying to see if this stuff was good because I was gonna do a garlic bread as well. But I feel like that's mold. So it's for the best. But if you guys can find this, O'Dough's, it is a Canadian brand. They make the best gluten-free vegan breads. I'm telling you, like, so freaking good. Let's just flip that around, shall we? I need to clean up my kitchen too. So honestly, I have bigger priorities, bigger fish to fry than more videos. But so my idea that I had is for my offers, you know, for SMMA, which is really my signature offer. It's the biggest, you know, makeup of my revenue. And then this new program that I'm going to be launching, the Video Creator Collective, as we've decided on, especially for SMMA in particular. VCC, a little different. SMMA, I feel like I have talked about it. I've shared it. I've shared videos, so many videos. about social media management over the years that sometimes I just feel like I'm repeating myself. And I get it. That is a part of content creation, is repeating your message, repeating your story, repeating your value proposition and stuff like that. But I'm like, all right, you know, I'm kind of tired of saying the same things over and over again. And I know so many of you guys who maybe just like my videos, maybe have already taken SMMA, maybe aren't interested in it, are like, girlfriend. And so I'm thinking maybe I need to try something a little bit new. And you guys, drum roll, tap into short form a little bit, especially with this TikTok ban coming and all of this stuff potentially. So what I'm doing is I'm just batching out shorts. So I'm doing YouTube shorts. I am gonna post them on Instagram, which has this really cool new feature. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's called Trial Reels. So essentially what it does is you can upload a video as a trial reel and it won't send it out to your existing audience. It will instead send it out to the algorithm, whatever that means, and try to find new audiences for it, more or less. So they market it as a way that you can test out different types of content that you don't normally post. So I see it as a great tool, if it works well, that is, to one, either explore a new niche, look for a new audience, and or do promotional content. You know, my audience, my email list already knows about SMMA. Of course, I'm going to continue nurturing that. But if I want to get more leads into that email list and introduce SMMA to people, I need to get into other feeds. You know, I don't need to just continue talking to you guys. There is that push and pull, right? There's that balance there though, because of course, sometimes people just need to hear more about it, but you also don't want to like drive your audience nuts by talking about it over and over again. So all that to say, I'm going to test out doing YouTube shorts as kind of some of my more promotional type content. Obviously not saying, hey guys, go buy my course, but kind of breaking down some of those long videos I have that have done really well about how to become a social media manager, how to build a social media strategy, linking that to a lead magnet and selling through there. So that's kind of my thought process, or at least my tests that I'm going to run in 2025. And with that said, I am batching out short content. So I did 2 yesterday and I will probably do some tomorrow. I think I might do like some doing my makeup, like just casual, maybe some sitting in my car before I head to my hometown. I don't know. But I think I'm going to use my energy for that and for really perfecting and rebuilding my funnel, because it's one of those things we always feel like we need to create more content. But honestly, what I probably need to do is just fix my funnel, you know, just update things, get a better lead magnet, do some segmenting of my email list and things like that. And even just repurposing content, whether that is refilming it into shorts or reposting stuff, you know, I'm trying to be a little more strategic with the business side and trying to have a little bit more fun with the content side. These YouTube videos, I'm just sitting here drinking water out of a wine glass, baby. And that's what I want to do. The stuff that I have to make money from, I'm going to be more strategic about it. I think that's a smart way to spend my time. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, let's make pasta and then let's play Santa. You know what I'm about to do. No, I don't want you to feel bad if my gifts are better. I'm just kidding.